At a grand banquet, the CEO suddenly heard his wife screaming for help. Without hesitation, he pushed through the noisy crowd and saw several people holding a woman down on the floor. When the mask was removed from her face, he was shocked. It was his wife. He immediately ordered everyone to let her go. Seeing her husband stand up for her, she boldly confronted the cunning woman who had tried to frame her, leaving the guests stunned by her bravery. The cunning woman rushed to complain, but the CEO instead ordered his bodyguards to detain her, and then carried his wife out of the hall. She felt strange because he had never held her like that before. Their marriage had been arranged for business, and he had always been searching for his childhood first love, the girl with a moon-shaped birthmark on her foot. In fact, he had planned to divorce his wife that very day, but suddenly he started coughing violently and was rushed to the hospital. When his wife heard he was sick, she secretly felt happy. Before entering his room, she put eye drops in her eyes and ran inside pretending to cry, holding his hand and saying, "What will I do without you?" What she didn't know was that after his illness, he mysteriously gained the ability to hear her thoughts. He heard her thinking, "As soon as something happens to you, I'll be free and travel the world with your money." Shocked because her lips hadn't moved, he thought he was imagining it, but when she claimed she was worried while thinking she came to hear his last words, he became certain he could hear her mind. Instead of divorcing her, he decided to observe her true nature. Later, they got trapped in an elevator accident. She pretended to be helpless and asked for protection, but he fainted in front of her. Bored, she started telling him scary stories. In his dazed state, he noticed a red mark on her chest, the same token he had once exchanged with his childhood love. But when he woke up it was gone, and he assumed it was his imagination. Later, when he asked her to help tie his tie, she nearly strangled him and quickly turned it into a bow. Confused, he claimed it was the latest signature style of successful men, while in her mind she proudly thought she had just invented it. For the first time, the CEO began to feel that his wife was surprisingly interesting. Backhand index pointing right comment. Yes for part 2.